Welcome. Mansplaining done right, people.
But we're recording already?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
There we go. Straight.
Okay. Cool. So, better.
So, this is episode 21, I think.
We believe we're just going with that. Let's stop saying I think. Let's just go with that.
All right, episode 21.
Episode 21.
Melvin's 21. Speaking of.
The Life of a Savage. That's the name of this episode. The Life of
a Savage. Yo, I like it. So, I'm drinking Hennessy. I got a couple days off work. I have 4 days off work. Melvin's not drinking Hennessy with me.
I'm drinking water. To be
such health.
It's ultra purified water with green tea and honey. Like that's the flavor of it. 0 carbs, 0 sugar.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I'm
very healthy, like Future.
Unlike Angel, I have work today, and a brother's trying to go to the gym. So
you're still trying to go to the gym before work?
Of course.
Nice. See, he's healthy. You know?
I am. I'm trying to live a healthy lifestyle. You see, I mean, from the angle I'm sitting on this couch like a potato, but soon it's okay.
Yeah, so we're not sponsored by Beats or Hennessy yet.
We're hoping to be.
But we will be.
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry. I forgot we didn't put the mic up, but it's whatever.
Okay.
Where do you want to start, Melvin?
You want to start with that's mine. But do you want to start with since we're trying to really integrate the song of the week thing, let's start with our song of the weeks. Do you have one?
I do. I've been listening to Young Jeezy, Seen It All featuring Jay-Z.
Is that a newer song?
No, that song is from 2013, but it's just been on repeat.
Oh, is it you like? It's dope. Should I listen to it?
Bro, it's a dope song.
Okay.
Do you like Jay-Z?
Of course, I like Jay-Z.
Do you like Young Jeezy?
Here and there.
Well, this song goes hard.
Young. I'm not I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Young. I wouldn't even consider myself a Young Jeezy fan. I like the song "American Dream" with him, Kendrick, and J. Cole. That's a good song.
Oh, I heard that one.
And then he has a couple with decent. So like his verse on "Unforgettable" by Drake is dope. Like I'm real nitpicky when it comes to Young Jeezy. Like he's real hit or miss for me. Like sometimes he's dope, sometimes he's weak, and I stand by that. Did you also? Speaking of that, we could. I know we're supposed to be talking about song of the week, but speaking of Young Jeezy, you know he's announced that the next album he's making is his last album.
I mean, I did not know that.
Oh. Well, yeah. That's. I mean, I guess that means he's retiring. I mean, I don't know if that means that he's gonna stop touring and stuff like that because that's where a lot of these people's money come from.
That's where all the money is.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he said that whatever it's gonna be called, Thug Motivation 104 or whatever is it's gonna be his last album.
Damn, that's sad. It's like the end of an era.
It is. Yeah. I mean, who else? You know someone that's funny. Lloyd Banks also is retiring.
I don't care about Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd Banks is dope. He was like
he's good. Don't get me wrong.
He was like He's like the second best person from fucking from G Unit. Yeah.
Who do you think was the best?
50 Cent, of course.
I think The Game. Dude, you can see my belly in this shirt. That's funny.
Yeah, man, you out here hoeing.
Out here with a crop top in the middle of March.
I mean, I'm wearing a tank top, but we are in my house, so I guess it doesn't matter.
I got it.
But yeah, what's it called? That is just some other random facts. But my song of the week is definitely an interesting song. It's called Fergie, and it's by a guy named Joseph Chilliams.
Joseph Chilliams?
Joseph Chilliams is a rapper from Chicago. Shout out to my Emmy Joe for putting me onto this song. And it's weird. Like,
what do you mean? Kind of like a Kendrick weird?
It's hard to explain. I'm just gonna have to play the song for you after the podcast. At least let me show you the album cover, just so you can kind of get a flow of the fucking of the vibe potentially.
What's his name?
Joseph Chilliams. It's like Williams but Chilliams. This is the album cover. You see it?
Oh yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah.
You put it on Facebook, right?
No, I put it on my Snapchat.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, and the song is called Fergie, and
do you think he would care if we played it or not?
Maybe. I don't know. Well, sure. Well, here.
Just like a little bit of it?
Sure. And if you notice, like, on the cover, if you can see it, I don't know if it's gonna be illegal for us to play this, but it has like Birdman as like the little baby, like that's baby Jesus.
And then I guess that's Joseph Chilliams.
Yeah, he's a part of Pivot Gang, which is Saba and motherfucking Mello and a bunch of other guys. Saba's like the biggest one from the Pivot Gang.
No, you say all these names, and I feel bad that I don't know them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get more in tune with my like Chicago, like underground hip hop. Like, I can't say I love the underground. Okay, I gotta leave it. I don't want to play too much of it because it's gonna be just weird footage of us just looking down at my phone. And but yeah, like that's a little bit of the song. I wanted to get to the chorus, but it's okay. Like in the chorus, he just says like you know I think the song by Fergie is called like Fabulous or something like that.
No, I think it's called Fergalicious.
Oh yeah, but you know the song I'm talking about. But yeah, you know, and it's like he kind of like flips the chorus for that, and it's pretty dope. You know, so that's the song that I've been listening to a lot. Like. Shout out to Joseph Chilliam, shout out to the whole Pivot Gang, because like they make great music, I agree. I mean, motherfucking Mello's dope too, Saba's super dope. There's a bunch of them, Freshwater, like there's a bunch of other guys, and they all have weird names.
You gotta get them on.
Yeah, of course. We'll get motherfucking Mello first, because I follow him on Instagram.
Do you know these people personally?
No, I don't know these people personally, but...
Like you never met them or whatever?
I've talked to motherfucking Mello once before, and that was the first time I ever went to YCA. Which is, what's it called? And he was the feature the first time I ever went, and I like dabbed him up, was like, oh yeah, you know, that was dope, bro. Like, and,
oh, that is pretty dope.
Yeah, you know. So that's my song of the week, and feel free if you need you know what the album looks like, so you can find it. It's everywhere. If you're gonna put like the image right in this area. So where do you want to go from here?
So the two police officers that shot and killed Alton Sterling. That was in Minnesota, right?
No, it was in Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge?
So it was in New Orleans.
Okay, so...
Or in Louisiana.
Yeah. So they're actually not going to be tried for murder.
Yeah, they're not going to be tried at all, actually.
Did you see the picture that's floating around? It was like, oh, yeah, so much for Alton reaching for a gun. And, like, his left hand is, like, under homie's leg, and then his other one is just like this. Yeah. You saw that one?
Yeah, I saw that one. I mean, I took a screenshot of the article because I wanted, like, the exact words that was said by the attorney general. I think his name is Jeffrey Landry or something like that.
I think Landry.
Yeah, I think it's Jeff Landry, and he basically just said that after hours of deliberation, we decided to go the other way. Like when a job tells you they don't want you, like, oh, we've decided to go the other way. So another innocent black person killed, and no consequences whatsoever for the people who killed them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man.
And
I don't know what it is.
I mean, of course I know what it is, man. There's just a strategic paranoia that's been implanted by the greater society into America. So it's like that's why.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I mean, like I think I know what you mean, but
well, if you want me to elaborate, I mean, what I feel personally, I feel like. It's very obvious that the portrayal of black people in America, especially black males in America, is very negative. You ever Google black family or if you Google white family, or if you Google a group of white people, you'll get like white people at the park and shit like that. And if you Google group of black people, you'll get like a bunch of guys with take pictures with guns and shit like that. Like I don't think that's
fucked up.
That's not accidental. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like. And these are ideas that are constantly fed to us, even myself as somebody being black, and anybody in general is constantly fed to us that we are the most dangerous people in America. Like we are the biggest threat to America. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or we are a significant threat because they like to change that. Sometimes it's Hispanics and Mexicans, sometimes it's Muslims. Yeah. It's like it just depends. But for the most part, black people have always been painted as like a negative aspect of
as a dangerous group in society.
Yeah, why do you think people say go back to Africa? Why do you think like old racist people will tell you to go back to Africa even though I'm not from Africa? It's like that our presence here complicates things in a weird way for the
for the white man,
for the greater society.
I got no problems with you.
I know. Of course. For the greater society that we've established in previous episodes, that is a group of old white people. Not saying it's the Illuminati, but I'm saying it's the Illuminati. Yeah. And
racism. You don't have to be rich to be racist.
Definitely not. You just have to feel some sense of privilege.
over everybody and everything, and I think it's very disgusting. I'll be honest. I mean, I can try to like see it from their perspective, like, oh, our people are on top. Who are these, people that don't look like us? But at the same time, these same motherfuckers are like, yeah, but I'm a good Christian. I go to church, so I'm not going to hell. It's like, nah. Jesus would be like, let everybody succeed.
There's a big like idea that's written both in the Bible and in the Quran that basically just says the most devout person can still end up going to hell and vice versa. So it's like you can't say that, you know what I mean? You can't say that you're a good person because you go to church and you have all these bad flaws. But at the same time you can say that just because you're a bad person doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to heaven if you believe in that type of thing, which is potentially scary, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to one of my guys, right? And we talk a lot about religion. Mostly I just like, joking with him, making fun of his beliefs. But he's like, he always gets road rage, so he'll like get out of the car and try to fist fight people in the middle of the street. And I always mess with him like,
God damn, bro, that's what y'all niggas be on?
Yeah, and I always tell him like, bro, like that's not good. Because, you say like, oh, you're still going to go to heaven because you believe in Jesus. And he's like, bro, but I am going to heaven. All you need is to believe in Jesus.
Have you ever seen that, what's it called? Have you ever seen that one, it's that one Family Guy cutaway gag where it's like, when they finally find Osama bin Laden and, what's it called? And he's
yeah.
He's just,
I believe in Jesus.
Yeah, and then and then he wakes up in heaven and just like, yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, bro, it takes a lot more for that than that to, I believe at least, to get into heaven. I'm not saying that a heaven exists. Honestly, I don't know what happens, but I do believe something does happen. And
well, Angel's getting deep here, y'all.
Yeah, and I remember one of my old theology teachers, Mr. Wesley, he always said, how did he word it? God damn it, I forgot how he worded it. But basically, I don't know. Okay, I remember. It's better to act as if there's a God and then find out there isn't a God than to act like there isn't a God
and then find out there
is a God.
Oh, yeah, that's deep, bro.
Yeah. So I feel like that's how I try to live my life. I'm not saying God exists. I'm not saying Jesus was the Lord and Savior. But I'm not saying any one religion.
Be careful, man. If we were on a bigger platform, you'd get a lot of hate for saying some stuff like that. People would take eviscerate the idea.
It's almost like a gang. It's like you're dissing the gang and shit.
I mean, it is a gang. Church is a gang. I mean, you have to invest money into them for the sake of
to get to heaven.
Yeah, exactly. Not to get to heaven. The money is for what increases the church. But think about that in the gang. You pay dues. Yeah. What dues go to? Those dues go towards if somebody's in jail and you need to post some bail. Goes to putting in guns.
I don't know about all that, bro.
I don't know about all that, but typically, nowadays it's not like that. But that's how it used to be. If y'all would have a collection pot where if like yo baby mama's light bill need to get paid, we got this $600 that's been collected by the guys that you put towards their light bill. I
mean, all I'm saying nowadays is just live a good life, bro, and that's it. That's all you can really do.
But we definitely need more justice in the systems.
Absolutely.
We need to stop letting white people get off. Stop letting people in general get off for committing heinous crimes.
Do you remember when it all started? This recent wave.
Like the first wasn't Trayvon Martin the first big one?
Yep, that was the first one. Well, first in this new era.
Yeah, of course, because this has been happening for fucking 400 years, so it's not new. You know what I mean? Because if you go 50 years back, fucking lynching used to be like a fun thing. Like you and your homies you and your white homies would get together. And if you heard some black dude did some crazy shit that he probably didn't even do, you and your parents would fucking go bring that nigga out of his house and go run him to the middle of the town and hang him. Yeah. And that was shit that happened in the 40s and the 50s, so that shit isn't that old, you know what I mean?
What would you do in that situation? If you found out, your cousin, was hanged by these group of white folks.
I don't know, bro. I feel like in the time, it's something that you just had to accept and hope it didn't happen to you.
Really?
Yeah, because it's one of those things where when they show these pictures of lynchings, it's fucking it'll be 50 people. Mm-hmm. If 50 people came to your house and tried to take you out of your house, even if it's you and your family, your mom, your dad, your siblings,
6 people.
Yeah, y'all not gonna stop all of them. Like, I mean, unless y'all got like machine guns and shit, yeah. But being realistic, just a common household. If they are adamant about coming to get you, they would do it. And I think you would, like, at that time, as a black person, you would just have to try to proceed cautiously and hope that shit didn't happen to you.
Yeah, bro. Even to this day, minority men in particular die over nothing, bro.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Trayvon Martin thing is a prime example. And I mean, the fucked up part is, what's it called? Didn't George Zimmerman go back to jail like a year ago?
He went back to jail, I believe, for beating his girlfriend up.
Yeah, for like something.
Don't quote me, but
so for something completely unrelated to a murder that he committed.
Yeah. So. From what do you remember the details to that shit?
I mean, wasn't it? Didn't he just feel threatened because of Trayvon's hoodie? Like he felt he felt threatened.
From what I understood, there was a lot of robberies in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so George Zimmerman is like, I'm overnight watchman. Like, I'm gonna take care of everybody. And he saw, one Trayvon just walking down, and he calls the police like, yo, I see this guy, he's acting kind of funny, I'm gonna go follow him. And the police are like, no, don't follow him. And George Zimmerman's like, nah, I'm gonna follow him.
Nah, I'm gonna fuck that, I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah. Little bitch ass. So he's like, yo, I'm gonna follow him. And Trayvon's like, yo, what the fuck do you want, bitch? Basically, like, a little arguing happens, and then Trayvon runs, and then George Zimmerman runs after him, and all of a sudden they start fist fighting, and then George Zimmerman pulls out his gun and kills him. Because he suspected Trayvon was up to no good after going to the liquor store, bro.
Oh, man, that's what's it called? These moments don't get any easier to comprehend. Even though the Trayvon Martin thing was in like 2010, it's still like.
Was it 2010?
I think so.
I think it was 2012.
2012, but even though it was 6 years ago, it's like it still doesn't get any easier.
It's still the same shit.
It still doesn't get any easier to digest. So speaking of crazy stuff, what is the kid from Florida?
Nicholas Cruz.
Yeah, isn't
that guy.
Isn't he getting like fan mail or something?
He's getting fan mail, bro, and he's getting letters from adults too that are like, yo, I saw you, you looked cute. Here's pictures of me, bathing or whatever.
Can you even? Maybe it's different in Florida, but I know in Chicago or in Illinois, you can't, like, your girl, if you in jail, your girl can't send you no naked photos. Like, she can't do that. Like, they won't allow them to receive them.
I don't know.
But maybe it's different in Florida, but that's not the point.
Point is, how is it that a guy that murdered 17 people shot 17 more
is being looked at as more like a
hero?
Yeah.
Like, could we at least try to understand that? Because that's disgusting and backwards to me. If anything, everybody should be sending him, like, yo, have fun when you get the death penalty, bro.
Or fucking kill yourself, like, no, I don't want to encourage it on nobody, but still.
Hey, man.
It is what it is. People get what comes to them. I mean, what's called, you put shit out into the world, it comes back to you.
I said give him the death penalty. I don't care.
I have no idea. Why would he be, like, who would consider him, like, who would want to be a fan of him? He's a school shooter.
I don't know, bro.
And it wasn't like he just went to some random school in the hood and shot up a bunch of black people. Like, he shot up a diverse group of people.
Yeah.
So it's like, and there were white people in that too. So it's like, why would you?
White, black, Hispanic, Asian.
Why would you want to support? Why would you feel like you would want to support that? Like, I cannot fathom a reason why would you be like, damn, that dude is cool.
I don't know.
Like, no, like. I mean, let me try to figure out something. Maybe if you have some really fucked up perspective on standing up for yourself.
Yeah, but bro, if you're bullied,
I'm trying to understand,
you fist fight the bully, right? And you keep doing that until he doesn't feel like fighting anymore. You fight every single day. At least that's my opinion.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I agree, but I'm trying to understand. Like, maybe it's like, maybe if you look at it from a real fucked up lens and be like, oh. He
stood up for himself.
He was just being bullied. He was actually the victim. If you really believe that, I can see how you could be like, oh, this guy's cool. But
I don't know.
I still can't completely understand it. Even though I'm trying to play devil's advocate and really understand it, I can't accept it because it still doesn't fucking make sense. You know what I mean?
You know anybody that was bullied?
Yeah.
Huh?
Not like severely bullied.
Nah, just like, fuck you. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in elementary school, I was like a fat kid, so motherfuckers used to clown me because I used to eat a lot during lunch. And I remember one time, like, I used to always be like, oh yeah, do you want that? Do you want that? Like,
you were that guy?
Yeah, and they used to clown me, like, when it would be some shitty lunch, they'd be like, do you want that? And, like, shove their fingers in, like, the fucking shitty mashed potatoes, some crazy shit like that, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like motherfuckers was picking on me, like, fighting me, but, it was some super light bullying type shit.
Yeah. Do you ever thought about fucking killing 17 people?
No, what the fuck? I never thought, like, this nigga treats me so bad that I need to find a gun and shoot him in the face next time I see him.
Yeah, so that's why I can't understand why anybody would like this kid.
Yeah, me neither, man. But
fuck him, burn in hell.
And then what else is it? What else do we have to talk about in relation to this whole? I'm sorry, his name escapes me. The guy that got
Stephen Clark.
Yeah, Stephen Clark. Did you see the videos of his like cousin like running up into the thing?
Bro,
like,
I saw that.
That shit was crazy.
Causing mayhem on city council.
That's fine. I mean,
as he should, bro.
It's
like
fucked
this is
up.
bullshit.
Yeah,
you see the video of Stephen Clark, the actual video?
No.
I didn't really want to see it.
I didn't want to see it either. That's why I tried to avoid it. Like I read about it a little bit, but I didn't actually watch the video.
But apparently it was at night in the dark. Homies just like this, and the two police officers fucking have their flashlights and they're looking like, oh shit,
a Negro.
Oh shit, who's that? Oh shit, gun, like that quick, and then they just both start shooting. It was fucking stupid, bro. They should have shot and killed Cruz, bro. Actually, no, he should definitely be tried.
No.
And given the death penalty.
Yeah, but
and let God judge you.
I guess, but I don't know, bro. I didn't see that video. That's crazy. So I mean.
And then afterwards, the people of Sacramento blocked an NBA game, basically saying like nobody is okay because this bullshit is happening, and only like the arena holds like 16,000 people. Only 2,000 people were at the game.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Wait, something I don't understand. Something I was really trying to think about. Where does this paranoia come from? Well, I mean, I know I semi-answered this question before, but it's like, where does this paranoia come from that just because he's holding it, I know he was not, but if he's holding a gun, where's this idea that comes from that it's going to have to be a shootout? Like, him holding the gun, he's going to shoot back at you guys. Obviously, we know he was not holding a gun, but...
He was holding a phone.
Yes, he was holding a phone, but... Like, where does this... Because it seems like every time they try to use the excuse of it's like a gun, it's like, can you really prove that if this nigga had a gun, he was about to start shooting at y'all ass?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like,
I really don't know. Because if you remember Philando Castile, right?
Yeah.
He was registered to have a gun, registered for concealed carry, had his concealed carry, had his cards on him, and the police still shot and killed him.
Yeah.
In the car, in front of his girlfriend and kid.
Yeah, man. That shit.
I can't understand it, and I'm gonna ask my uncle, who's a police officer, like, yo, obviously he would never come on the podcast.
That's fine.
But I want to ask him, like, where, because that's a really good question. Why is it, a black guy with a gun, he gets shot at, but Nicholas Cruz, white boy, kills 17 people, he gets taken out in cuffs?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
honestly, bro, I think it's the news trying to portray not only blacks, but anybody with darker skin.
Like minorities in general. We could just say minorities in general.
Well, not so much Asians or Indians or,
But when we say,
Irish.
when we say minorities, that mostly refers to like black and
Hispanics, yeah. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I honestly think it's the news, bro.
Of course it is. I mean, of course. I mean, there's what's it called? The fact that Fox News is a fucking travesty. Yeah, it's a fucking travesty of a news network that literally just pushes the white agenda. Is like isn't new to people. Like, it's been like that for a long time.
Yeah, but now it's gotten out of control, bro. Like, people are like, a couple people. One guy, he was like this crazy right winger. He was like, yeah, I can't do this shit. I quit. Like, fuck you, Fox News, you propaganda machine, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
even the craziest people on Fox News are like, yo, I can't do this.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, even when the crazy people are just like, it's too much.
Like,
even
when the crazy people is y'all.
Yeah,
crazy.
you know what's it called? Like, I don't know, but there's just a massive amount of injustice in the system that we have to acknowledge, and that hopefully in 25, 35, 45 years, well,
revolution
may come. I mean, I don't think it needs to be we need to arm every minority and like everybody start shooting at like police in the streets and shit.
No, I think just vote all these bullshit ass people out of power.
Yeah, which is, I don't know.
Which is gonna happen.
Which is eventually, it's eventually gonna happen.
Bernie Sanders, remember to vote.
Oh yeah. Bernie said he's considering running in 2020.
That's 2 years off, bro.
Yeah, so
2 years off.
I mean, what's it called? Do you honestly think that Trump could be elected for a second term?
Oh my god.
I think he could.
I believe in the Antichrist for real. I believe he's the Antichrist.
I think he could be elected for a second term. Because if he was elected once, I think he could be elected twice. Because, he's fucking shit up consistently, but he still got people still fuck with him heavy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, he's constantly, like, ruining things. Like, I think he just made some type of, like, leeway rule about, like, the death penalty or some crazy shit. I was reading that. I saw it on Facebook somewhere. Don't quote me directly, but it was something in relation to that.
He was like, yeah, the Philippines are doing it the right way. Drug dealers, they just kill them. We need that here. So his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, sent out a memo saying if you deal heavy narcotics, a lot of it, you will get the death penalty.
Oh, they're talking about those people who fucking, like, who are, like, millionaires because of, like, cocaine and shit like that, right?
Yeah, mostly the drug lords. But in the memo, it specifically says large amounts of drugs. There's no number, there's no scale, there's no nothing.
The word large is relative.
Exactly. You got a key, you get shot in the head. You got, a pound of weed, you get shot in the head.
Yeah, I mean, depending on your perspective, this is large. Or that cup is large. So it's like
a cup of sugar, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like if I could fill that cup full of Coke, it's like is that a large amount? Like, I don't know, but yeah, so I don't know. Let's try to move on from the negativity. Bro.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say this sounds like 20 minutes of just
sadness
bitching.
and reminding the world that fucking America is a shitty place and people get done wrong here every second of every day.
Yeah, remember to vote though, because voting makes a difference, and if you feel as if I hate all of this, try to become the change. Like, don't vote for the change, become the change.
Well said.
That's the way I see it.
So, where do you want to go from here?
All you, bro. What's going on in rap, bro?
What's going on in rap? So we can talk about the Tekashi thing. We talked about Tekashi last week a little bit more extensive.
20 minutes.
For like 20 minutes, but this one will be a lot shorter. We can talk about him like hooking up with
50
Cent.
Yeah. So 50 Cent gave Tekashi the cosign. At one point, like 2003, when Get Rich or Die Trying came out, 50 Cent went like 10 times platinum. He had a movie. And then, I mean, he also single-handedly destroyed Ja Rule's rap career. Benzino.
Benzino was always trash. Benzino was
that was Eminem.
That was Eminem, yeah. Benzino was always trash as a rapper. He was only big because he worked for The Source.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he was Benzino.
But that's not the point, though. 50 Cent.
The old king of New York.
The old king of New York co-signs Tekashi on his whole King of New York spiel. And I think that's interesting because why not? Fuck it, why not? Like, let him have it. 50 Cent's doing much bigger things now than music, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The only person that could be like, nah, fuck that is Cardi B, but Cardi B doesn't really care. She's so happy.
Cardi B's in her own like little personal bubble.
Yeah.
Like it's like her Offset and all those little weird chirping noises she be making. It's like that's just where she stays around at, you know what I mean? And but I thought that was interesting because, he also mentions that the Freshman X XXL list, which has gone to shit in the last like 4 years. I honestly believe the last good XXL list was in 2013.
Which one was that one?
I think that's the one that had Hobson on it.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was either 2013 or 2011.
It was either 2012 or 2013.
2012.
Well, because ever since then, it's been like the rappers that they put on a XXL list. It's like
they don't last, bro.
Yeah, and it's just like they don't last, and it's like two. It's like for a lot of it, you never heard of them.
Well, I think that's What exactly is the XXL list? Is it
the XXL list? Is basically just a list of up and coming artists, and is voted on by the public. Like they have people go into.
So it's a popularity contest.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest. So it's not even like the best rappers. It's just who gets the most votes. And I only mention that because Tekashi mentioned that even though the XXL thing pulled down his pitch or one of his videos, like he's still like he's still the highest rated like potential candidate for the freshman list, which I can see why. In this case, regardless of how I feel about his rap ability, he has 5 songs on the charts. All of his videos are over 20 million views. Like he is doing numbers, so I can see why they would want him on the XXL list because he is a hot artist right now.
Yeah, he is
an extremely hot artist right now, and I just thought that was interesting. That wasn't really. There's not really a whole lot to the whole Tekashi thing. It's just 50 Cent just kind of co-signed it, and 50 Cent as a previous King of New York. I guess that's why it's a big deal.
Yeah,
because
because it's hard for these older cats to be like, this young guy's doing his thing. Mm-hmm. It's hard even for me to listen to like a Tekashi.
I don't listen still. That hasn't changed since last week, bro. I still don't listen.
I try to stay what's up with these young kids. Like I got a brother, he's 15. I got a sister, she's 13. It's hard, bro. Like to think like we were 14, 15 at one point, listening to what the older kids are like, y'all are stupid. To be in that position. Bro,
I've always had
great taste.
Old man taste in music.
Yeah.
Like, I've always, like, fucking, like, I was never that kid that was just listening to all the turn-up shit.
Yeah, I wasn't either. Even back when I was, like, 9... I was still listening to like Youngbloods, Gucci Man, OJ the Juice Man.
Oh shit, OJ the Juice Man though.
So I can't understand. So I guess I can kind of understand when, like God, let these kids just be kids, bro.
But I think there's a weird Gucci Man history in Chicago. Like,
what do you mean?
Like if you were, in your adolescence or close to being a teenager in like around 2006, 7, 8. Gucci Man was one of your favorite rappers. Yeah, like, so, I was like 10 years old. I remember, I was 10 years old and my cousin Chavez, Free Chavez, he was listening to, he put me onto Gucci, and it was just like, I didn't understand it, but at the same time, it was like, this is dope, wow. Yeah. Like, so there's a lot of love for Gucci Man in Chicago, you know what I mean? Yeah. But that's all as far as the Tekashi thing. What else is new?
No. Tekashi took, Academics to Dominican Republic, bro. It was so funny.
Oh yeah. That was. I guess that's something we can mention. I was watching the This Is 50 interview, and he was talking about his time in the Dominican Republic.
Who, Academics or
no,
Tekashi?
Tekashi. He mentioned that he said that they were on the way to go get some speakers because he was trying to show like a big video, like instead of just lots of niggas dancing around and shit like that.
And a bunch of half naked women.
Yeah, he was trying to do like a legit video, and he said that they were like when they were recording, he couldn't find they couldn't hear the music, so they was like, okay, we need to go get a speaker. And he said they drove like 5 minutes, like drove from like the little nice lush area to where they lived to like the slums. Yeah. You know what I mean? And he said he saw that shit and was just like, damn. And he said he got out and
started throwing money, right?
Not throwing, he started handing money out to kids and shit like that. Like he said that he only had like 2,000 or 3,000, like in American dollars though. That's so in pesos it's like $15,000. So you know what I mean, he was giving like hundreds to all these kids. So like in 100 pesos is like $5,000 or some shit like that. So it's like, or with $100 is like 5,000 pesos or some crazy shit like that. Or like, so he was just like, so I admire Tekashi's philanthropy. Yeah. I guess that's what you could call it. Like, I mean, he says if he can, I appreciate from interviews. I'm starting to appreciate him as a person more, regardless of his arrogance. Like I know that, like I can tell from his interviews that Tekashi's a smart dude. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like even though he might look like a fucking clown, like he's a smart dude who does care more about stuff, cares more about than just himself. You know what I mean? And
I feel you. And I also think he's a very smart guy. He's just, in my opinion, he seems to move a lot off emotions.
Okay, I can see that. Definitely.
Just getting into random fist fights, random gun shootouts and shit, saying whatever the fuck his mind thinks. That, to me, tells me that he is as emotional as a 21-year-old normally is.
Exactly.
He just has a platform.
Yeah, he just has a platform to send out his emotions.
Yeah.
He has a strong platform because we have a platform too. It's his podcast, but this podcast isn't getting 25 million views per video and shit like that, you know. So
yeah. So basically, that's when you hire like older people to be like, "Yo, what do you think?" You know, that's when you hire people to bounce ideas off of them.
Yeah, for sure.
At least that's what I would do in his situation.
Yeah.
Because not everybody, but a lot of people have a hot year. Not a lot of people have long-term success.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like even J. Cole is kind of cooling down.
Oh, speaking of J. Cole, yeah, I mean he's
with Royce.
Yeah, that video with Royce is dope. It's called Boblo Boat. That shit is hot.
I saw that.
Like he goes hard. Like Cole kills Royce on that song. I feel like Royce's verse is only like a minute, and the song's like 4 minutes long. Cole's verse is like 2.5 minutes long. So it's like, and the video's dope too. But yeah, that's not the point. So check out that song. I put a little clip up on the Instagram. There's also the whole Cardi B thing with her single "Be Careful." So I don't know.
That song was kind of funny. We just heard it like before we started recording.
Yeah, because I saw it, of course, but I didn't actually listen to it. So I saw some. Shout out to the Good Air podcast on Instagram. They're the ones who like posted a clip like, "Damn, Cardi, why you have to go in like that?" So it was like made me want to listen to it, and
she's kind of humbling or humanizing herself, which I appreciate. Yeah,
basically the whole song is about like it's basically like get your shit together or I'm leaving.
To Offset.
Yeah. Like that's basically what the song is like, and I'm assuming this song isn't new. Like I'm assuming this song was recorded a while ago, like maybe a month or two ago, and it's just being released now. So maybe the song was made like during when the whole like cheating allegations. Yeah. Well, they're not allegations. He actually was cheating. Yeah. The cheating facts were coming out. I feel like this is when this song was made, but it just got recently put out. Cause you know, what is it? I'll read y'all guys a line just from it. That's what is it? Poured out my whole heart to. Wait, no. Man, I thought you would have learned your lesson about liking pictures, not returning texts. I guess it's fine, man. I get the message. You still stutter after certain questions. You keep in contact with certain exes, and like what the fuck? And the whole chorus is basically like, yo, you need to be like, get your shit together. It's what is it? It's like, be careful with me. Yeah, it's not a threat. It's a warning. Like, so it's like if you don't get your shit together, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I like it because Cardi B has become successful being herself.
Yeah.
And this is a single talking about all the shit that all the tabloids and the gossip sites talk about. But she's like, I'm going to say it from my perspective, and I'm going to tell you what I was thinking this entire time. I think it's great.
I think the content of the song, personally, I don't like the way the song sounds. Like,
oh, yeah, me neither. Sonically, it's not really my style.
I probably won't listen to it again, to be honest with you.
I'm going to listen to it a couple times to make sure.
Yeah, fuck it, I will too. But, yeah, but point being, the song is it's just deep for that reason, for, like, how real it is. And it's definitely a good contrast, I feel like, to a lot of her music. Which has just been, you know, stunning on niggas and stunning on bitches. How great I am
versus now is like...
How great I am, how great Offset is, how...
Like, we all have our problems.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's great. I like it.
Look, it's gonna hurt me to hate you, but loving you's worse. It all stopped so abrupt. We start switching it up. Teach me to be like you so I cannot give a fuck. Do y'all get that?
I see that.
Do y'all get that? Teach me to be like you so I don't give a fuck. So basically she's saying like, clearly you don't like, she's implying like you don't give a fuck about the relationship. I wanna be that way so I can just act like I wanna act. You know what I mean? So this song is deep. And there's even a line that says, "You make me sick, nigga." Like, that's even a line in the song. Like, this song is too real, yo. Like,
I think with a better beat, it could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But I like the overall song.
Did you hear about, speaking of the Cardi B and Offset thing, did you hear about that whole white girl that, like, claims she's pregnant by Offset?
Oh my god, yo, my girl's telling me about that.
Bro, that shit's real. Like, she has like screenshots of like their like conversations. Like, him. What do you mean, fuck her, bro?
Bro, she was on wherever the fuck she was, with her boyfriend next to her, saying, yeah, Offset, I had sex with Offset and this is his baby.
I don't know about the whole baby thing, but it's very clear her and Offset have a relationship. Like, when you see these screenshots, it's just like, he like, oh, where you at? She like, oh yeah, I'm here. He like, oh, I'm gonna be here, pull up. He not pulling up for tea and crumpets, nigga. Like, he pulling up
for a Henny and head.
He trying to clap them cheeks. Like, what the fuck? While Cardi out, what's it called? While Cardi out doing gardening, or, you know, Cardi's weird. She'll probably be gardening at 3:30 in the fucking morning.
Hey man, me too. I'm playing PUBG right now.
Exactly. But yeah, that was another question. So on to the next topic. Another question that I once posed. I saw it on Facebook, and it was, people. I feel like people in Chicago love G Herbo too fucking much.
Hold on. I feel as if Chicago crowns one person and puts them a little too high on a pedestal every time. That's just me.
I think we literally just said the same thing.
No, you're saying G Herbo. I'm saying this is just like seasons. Like, who's the champion this year type shit. Okay,
well, somebody posted this, and it was just like, who's a better rapper than G Herbo? And it was just like, who's a better rapper from Chicago better than G Herbo? It was just like, really? Like, that's where we're at now? Like, I mean, shout out to her, because I love that nigga's interviews. Like, his Vlad TV interviews are dope. Like, I love hearing that nigga talk about his life. Like he has a Vlad TV interview where he talks about how he almost got shot in the head one time. Like, a nigga, like the bullet went straight through his hat and shit. And he like, I think he said like he like found a nigga wearing the hat like later on and shit. But he has dope stories. Like he like, Her's probably a dope dude to hang out with, but musically I don't fuck with him. So it's like, because I don't like the way his voice sounds on the record. Like,
yeah, and that's really important to.
Like, I feel like it doesn't sound right. Like, I feel like, what's that? There's that one Freaky song that he has where it's like, my best friend listen to it all the time. The beat is so dope. It has like some dope ass sample of like some like girl singing, and then the beat drops, and it's just so fucking dope. And then like his verse comes in, it's like, you ruined that song. Like, I remember, bro, I was listening to it the first time she was playing it. And I was just like, yo, what is this? This sample is hard. Like, and then Herb's verse came in, I was just like, damn, disappointing. I hope I'm not the only one. Do y'all ever wish that you could rap? Like, you hear a dope beat and wish that you could rap, and because you know the person who's rapping over it is weak, like, you don't fuck with them, so you can make a better version of it?
I feel that all the time.
I feel that all the time, bro. It's like, damn, I wish I could rap well so I could, like, make this song so great with this instrumental. But personally, like I said, I saw that on Facebook. I like reposted it and like put a comment. I said Montana 300 is a better rapper than G Herbo.
That's out in this new era, not counting Twista, Kanye,
Chance the Rapper. Yeah. You know, because Chance isn't from the G Herb era. He's before that. Yeah. Because, you know, fucking 10 Day came out like 2010.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and then you know, Herb and them got real big in like 2014, I believe.
Was it 2014?
It might have been a little later than that, actually. It might have been like
a little later.
I think it might have been like 2015. 2015, like 2016 is when Herb and Bibby and all those guys really started popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chance can't be in that category. So somebody that came out around the time, that's why I say Montana 300.
Yeah. I'm sorry, we're gonna...
only thing that I can say, the best song that I can use to quote that is, if you hear Montana 300's verse on Gummo, the song about Tekashi 6ix9ine, he destroys that song. Like, I happily can call Montana 300 a lyricist, like, with no problem. He's a lyricist who just happens to rap over trap beats. I know Herb considers himself a lyricist, but I would say Herb is lyrical, but I wouldn't call him a lyricist. You know what I mean?
Like, he shows flashes more than this is his style.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Like he has some cohesive metaphors where he's just not rhyming basic shit. So that's why I can say he's lyrical. But sometimes he falls short, you know what I mean? So it's like, in my opinion, so that's why I feel like he's a lyrical but not a lyricist. I feel like Montana 300 brings his all to everything, and he'll have some real dope, crazy shit, even though at the same time, and that's why I think it's even better, because all these niggas are talking about the exact same thing. All these niggas are talking about how they used to sell drugs, how their homies got killed, how they didn't potentially have to shoot at niggas, how
women, drugs, and money.
Women, drugs, money, and like street life. Like all these niggas rap about the same. A lot of these Chicago niggas rap about the same thing. You know, so it's like I feel like the way the take that Montana 300 has on it is much better.
Now I'm not as connected to up and coming or underground hip hop in Chicago at least, but I would have to say Lil Bibby is probably my favorite in this whole era.
I can see that. I feel like Lil Bibby is a better. I don't know.
I think he's the biggest star.
I don't think so, bro. I would say Herb like socially is much bigger than Bibby.
I mean more along the lines of what's a good way to put it.
Plus, I'm gonna cut you off while you think about that. Plus, Herb actually has an album. He has his like 3 mixtapes and he has an album, The Humble Beast. Bibby doesn't have an album yet. He just has 3
hot songs.
He has the 3. He has the 3 Free Crack mixtapes.
Oh yeah.
And then Free Crack 4. The intro for Free Crack 4 came out like last year, and the actual Free Crack 4 mixtape isn't even out yet. The intro for that mixtape is dope. Like the video's dope. Like it's like 2 minutes, but he goes hard in that 2 minutes. But what were you got to say?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of it like Michael Jordan and LeBron type of deal. Like trying to compare that. Like you'll say like LeBron's like star power is bigger, but Michael Jordan just is on another. He's just like better.
Bibby said it in an interview on Vlad. As you guys know, I love Vlad TV. Vlad TV
every
is
single interview.
Yeah, every single interview. Vlad TV is an inspiration for my life. He even said, he straight up said, like, Herb is a better rapper, but he said that he personally believes that he makes better songs. Like he said
okay,
something,
that's a good way.
Like he said something like Herb could rap on a beat for 4 minutes straight. You know, and he can't do that, but he still feels like he makes better, like his songs sound better. Yeah. Not necessarily saying that he's a better rapper than Herb, but just his songs sound better.
Like a Dave East and a Tekashi.
Yeah, there we go.
That I think. I mean, obviously to a lesser extent than that. Like those are 2 completely different kinds of artists.
Yeah.
But I like Bibby a lot better.
Bibby's dope.
From this whole like couple years.
Did you ever hear that Bibby was shut up at our job one time?
For real?
Yeah, I heard that from
I know Migos was there.
Really? When was that?
Like 6 months ago.
For real? They just randomly popped up?
Yeah, they were just gambling, and then there's a video of them like changing out $200K.
Nice. That's dope. But yeah, I heard like Bibby just randomly showed up at the job. I wouldn't mind telling, but for some reason Angel doesn't want to know where people doesn't want to tell where he works. But yeah, that was interesting.
Allen Iverson was there too.
Really?
Yeah, this was like 3-4 months ago.
Oh shit!
He was just there at 2 a.m. fucking playing cards.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know, man.
Like, I wish I had money like that where I could just show up in the middle of Ohio at a fucking casino, like at 3:45 in the morning and shit like that, just playing blackjack and shit. Like
a racetrack, bro.
Yeah, like what the fuck, like
20 stack.
You know how many? There's so many nicer so many nicer places in the city. You know.
Than a casino.
Yeah, than a casino. It's just like, why would you want to go there?
Damn. I don't know what else you want to talk about, bro. We kind of covered a lot of different subjects today.
We did. I agree. This episode was a little bit all over the place, but it was still.
It was very free flowing.
Yeah, it was. Because let's see
Whoa.
No.
Ugly guy.
No. So let's see. Angel. Well, not what were we about to say?
Would you want to go to Dominican Republic?
Hell yeah, son.
You want to go?
Not to the hood, but
no.
I want to go to a place where Sam Sosa lives. He lives in some like gated community, like in the Dominican Republic.
Would you want to go to Puerto Rico?
Of course, dude. I want to travel everywhere, except for Afghanistan.
I think I would want to go to Afghanistan.
I want to go to Syria.
I don't want to go to Syria. I want to go to Syria, North Korea. I don't want to go to... I want to go to Colombia.
I want to go to Colombia. My ex-girlfriend's from Colombia, so I've always wanted to go there. Just because she would always mention her being Colombian for some reason.
Like, oh, by the way, just so you know, Melvin, don't forget I'm Colombian.
Shout out to Autumn.
We've been together like 3 years, man. I know.
We've been together 6 years, girl. I'm good.
I know. I heard you. I heard you the 29th time.
I've met your granddad several times. I know he's from Colombia.
He barely speaks English. I know. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to go.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I'm actually
summer.
That would be dope. I think me and Emily are trying to. I don't know. We're trying to go to because she. Never mind. I don't even think we're gonna go.
Where?
She was trying to go to see Spellman in Atlanta for colleges.
Bro, let's make a weekend out of it.
I requested off, but she got a shout out to my daughter, Emmy Jo, my best friend / roommate. She got a full ride to Urbana-Champaign.
Oh, bro, take the free ride.
Yeah, so fuck Spellman.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, she got a full ride. Urbana-Champaign is a really good school too, so it's like, yeah, fuck Spellman. I already requested that week off. I gotta let them know. I gotta ask her about that, but that's not the point. What have you been up to the last week, Angel? So Angel's so adamant about talking about our lives on the podcast, but I have to remind him that
people don't care.
The 7 people that watch this aren't like when we start getting to 10,000, 15, 20,000 views per video. I think that's very achievable in 2 years or so.
I say 6 months.
We'll see. We'll see when we get to that point. Then people will start caring about our lives. But until now, I feel like at this point, y'all don't really care too much about our lives. So that's why we try to keep the little stuff about our life to the end. I mean, the video we talk about your rap beef has the most views on our channel. But,
yeah, that was funny.
Which I don't get really.
That and Tentacion for some reason.
Yeah, I don't. Well, let's not go into that. But how was your week been, Angel?
Bro, I think I worked 55 hours this week.
Fuck that.
I'm exhausted. So I have 4 days off of work. I was supposed to go somewhere, but they gave me the wrong days off, so I was like, whatever, staycation.
So it's like today, tomorrow,
and then 2 days after that.
Dope.
So I don't gotta go back to work till Tuesday at 2.
That's decent.
So
that means you get trashed Monday night.
Bro, believe it.
Get trashed Monday night, sleep until 12.
Take until 1:45.
It takes really?
Yeah, it takes 20 minutes to get there.
Oh, the way you drive, I can see that.
Oh my god, and it's a little warm out.
And it is too, yeah.
It's still chilly a little bit. For some reason, it's about to be April.
It's Chicago, man. It's winter for 8 months here. It's winter. They only have 2 seasons in Chicago. We have winter and summer.
Yeah, I guess.
Winter for 8 months.
Not even. It's just hot and cold. Whatever the day feels like.
Yeah, man. You're right. It's like hot and cold every day. You know what I mean?
Yo, facts.
You know, fucked up thing. Yesterday I went to the gym. Was wearing a sweater. By the time I had to leave to go to work, I had to put my coat on. This is all in one day.
Yeah.
Like
you got the light hoodie with a t-shirt and you're good. And then 2 hours later, it's like, oh my god.
2 hours later, you need a hat and gloves and
exactly.
Shit. Global warming is real.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been good. I'm gonna try streaming on Twitch. I'm gonna try to set that up.
Do it, dude. I mean, do it with a fucking podcast. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I am.
Some Shia LaBeouf type shit.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So I'm torn because I want to drink and play video games, but if I drink, then I suck at video games, and I want to be great at video games. Because that's what people want to watch for some reason. Yeah,
especially on Twitch. I mean, we should start streaming the podcast on Twitch.
Oh, we could.
I learned about that. Shout out to Comic Sword. I learned that from them. They just they post the videos 3 days after, but on Thursdays they stream it live on Twitch.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to get into
that. Yeah, well, we'll have to get into that. Don't worry about the business. We don't need to talk about the business on camera.
Talk about the business.
Yeah, we just talk about the stuff that y'all want to hear about.
Which is Tekashi, Tentacion, all this dumb shit that happens in rap.
Us getting Tupac albums mixed up and shit.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna start streaming Avego134 on Twitch. Hit that follow.
Spell it just for the 6 people who are listening.
Avega 134.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. How I'm gonna do it, but I think I'm gonna have to call in a lot of favors, bro, to try to pull this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's
to 20 people
to live stream on Twitch. You just do it.
No, to promote it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or you could just do it the old-fashioned way.
Just do
word of mouth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna like,
or you could do it the old fashioned way. You could do it like Jehovah's Witnesses
and just knock on doors.
just knock on doors with a pamphlet like, hello, my name is.
Just, I'm streaming on Twitch today.
I'm Angel Manuel, and I'm gonna be playing PUBG at around 5:30 today. You and your children should tune in. I will be slightly drunk, so I might swear a lot, but the game is entertaining. So
yeah, I swear a lot when I play.
Yeah, so
I'm trying not to.
I do. Bro, I've been playing Fortnite recently. Like I got onto the Fortnite bandwagon way late. Like I downloaded Fortnite like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it's been out for like a year, and it's just like, bro, I was on the shout out to my friend Erin. That's this girl that I started talking to. She's dope. She lives in LA, and she knows a bunch of celebrities and shit like that. So I'm trying to like when she's my best friend, she gonna have to put us on. And I told her I was gonna shout her out too, but yeah, I was like on the phone FaceTime with her, and I'm just like literally yelling at the TV, like just like, and it's like 2:30 in the morning, like just yelling at the TV, and it's just.
What'd your roommate say?
Her roommate was like in the bathroom with some chick smoking weed, so our roommate was trying to get fingered by my daughter was trying to get fingered by somebody else's daughter. So it is what it is, son.
Oh my god.
there goes any YouTube monetization.
You don't wanna name that the title of the video, the episode.
What?
My daughter was trying to get fingered by another daughter.
Can we name it that? Like
we could. No one's who's gonna stop us. We don't have advertisements.
What's it called? Or what is it? What is it? Your daughter's fingers don't belong in my daughter.
Your daughter is fingering my daughter.
Your daughter shouldn't be near. We have to shorten it though, because long titles are boring.
Your daughter is fingering my daughter. I think that's. To get like the whole sentence, oh man, I don't know.
We'll talk about this later, but yeah, I mean, other than that,
I think that's a funny ass title.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a dope title too. For the 7 people who watch this, let us know what y'all think in the comments below. Well, I don't know what else happened new to me that I guess you guys don't really care about. I mean, I got a new tattoo.
Yo, follow him on Snapchat.
Follow me, add me on Snapchat, Grandmaster Perp. Follow the Instagram. Shout out to Oso Clothing once again. I gotta keep shouting them out every week because I like look at that post every once in a while, and it's like the last time I looked at it was like 60 likes. Now it's like 160. So I'm officially a plus size model.
LOL. Do you want to do another advertisement video?
Yeah.
Right now.
Sure.
I'll put like some money behind it.
Sure, let's do it.
Alright, bet.
Okay, any final shout outs for loved ones or anything like that?
Shout out to my family, my parents, my brother, my sister. High City Pac-Man.
Free, bro. Talk to him. Actually, not too long. Talk to him on Tuesday.
How is he?
He's doing all right. He's trying to stay headstrong. You know what I mean? It's a depressing environment. It was definitely good to hear from him. You know, because I haven't actually heard from him in like 2 months. So he's doing okay. Hopefully he's gonna be out soon. Like we're hoping that he's gonna be out soon. And like by soon I don't mean like next week. By soon I mean like reasonably. Like he's
2 months.
Maybe like 8 to 10 months. We're hoping that he could be out. I think that's a reasonable that's a reasonable time frame
for what he got charged with.
Yeah, for his charges, hopefully. But you know how this shit works.
The system tries.
But yeah, shout out to them. You know what I mean? My bad. I just kind of.
You just hijacked my shout out.
I just kind of hijacked your shout out. Yeah, go continue. My bad.
Shout out my dog. I cut my dog's nails for the first time. That shit was weird. Cause they're like talons.
Yeah.
So I had to like literally fucking like crack them and then break them off. It was weird.
Like cracking crab legs?
Yes. It was weird.
Because that's what I imagined when you just did the little motion.
Like
the
this
crack.
is the nail, the bean studs, I don't know, the clippers. Yeah. I had to literally crush them, and then I had to go like that.
Like twist. Interesting.
Yeah. And then do it again, because I didn't want to,
Shout out to Angel's dog, man.
Love my dog. When I get I plan on getting a spot pretty soon, and yeah, I want to take my dog with me. My dog is depressed right now, with my grandma.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
I love my grandma to death, but she needs to care for herself.
Yeah. Okay.
More than she already had her kids. She took care of grandkids.
It's getting too real, son. I think we were supposed to be just doing shout outs.
Okay, you're right.
He just got way too real.
OSO Clothing.
Yeah, OSO, however you pronounce it. Yeah, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Out of Sight Clothing. Shout out to Antonio King. He's the head of Out of Sight Clothing. He was just on he was just interviewed on some radio station that's run by one of my homies. And shout out to G Note. That's the dude who's one of the hosts for it. Shout out to Emmy Joe, my daughter / roommate. Shout out to High City Pac-Man. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Marty Tats. That's the dude who did my tattoo. Shout out to him. And let's see. Shout out to everybody that's the Facebook is growing fast. And I love it. Shout out to everybody who's followed us on Facebook, even if you don't watch the videos. I was actually going to propose that we start putting some of the shorter videos on Facebook.
I agree.
So that, people who follow us on Facebook can see them. Shout out to all the people who are following us and commenting and liking on Instagram. And
people having fucking arguments.
Oh yeah, shout out to those guys,
funny.
bro. Like there was for those of you who don't really follow Instagram like that, or who only follow Instagram, you know about this. On my Logic post, talking about him and his wife being divorced. This dude that I know, shout out to Nostalgic. He's like this white kid. He's a rapper. He's cool. He like started arguing with like 2 other people, and there was an intense ass argument. There was like 50 comments.
Yeah, bro.
Like them motherfuckers was going hard. Like it started off as like a heated debate. It just turned into a whole ass like stop talking to me, bitch. like
I didn't see all that.
Like one of the thing was
funny.
one of the last comments I saw was like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Nobody even talking to you, bitch. And then like damn.
And then you were like, can't we all just get along?
Can't we all just get along? But yeah, shout out to all of those people. Shout out to everybody that watches this. I know we make the joke that only 7 people watch this, but shout out to everybody. We appreciate any type of love, any type of support.
Yeah.
Any dislikes, any rude comments. We appreciate all the intent, all the support. So this has been Mansplaining Done Right, episode 21, episode titled "My Daughter Fingered Your Daughter." And peace.
That was funny as fuck, yo. That's funny. My daughter fingered.